So, this setting we're going to try on the laneways. Should have my Kelvin turned down a bit, and it will get dark in here. Do not panic. Alright. I'm not sure how I'm going to shoot photos yet, but I haven't worked that far ahead. Let's just talk about thinking and overthinking as we attempt not to get run over. I've had a rip snorter of last 2 days, really. First I had a national camera retailer, which I shall not name, try and rip me off for $100. I brought this DJI, this guy get past, this DJI Mobile 7B, and it was supposed to come with a couple of microphones. I contacted them on Friday when the order turned up and said, "Where are my microphones?" And the response I got was, "Oh, we didn't mean to put that on the advert. Sorry, you're not getting them." We have consumer laws in Australia. Said to look, it was a full page advert that said, "Well, buy this now with 2 bonus microphones." 3 days later, and I mean 3 days later, I managed to get a compromise. So I've got one microphone coming. I'll believe it when I see it. And since then I've actually gone and brought my own microphone anyway. The good news today, I forgot to bring the boy mic in. So it's very popular with Chris and Louise at the moment to go bare bones. We're going bare bones. Not paying much attention to the camera in my right hand, it's just facing forward, and you'll see that screen on the side. I think we might just walk to the end of the laneway and walk back, and then I might walk up and walk back and get some photos or something. We've got plenty of time. So the topic's overthinking. I've given you one example. I mean, I'm getting hounded by doctors at the moment with my medical health, but we won't go into all my gradual breakdown of bodily functions. The other thing to think about, right, so I'm going to aim for at least 3 parts of this. When you are, give or take, 20 something going on 30 something, every tiny little problem in life seems huge. When you're 40 going on 50, every tiny little problem in life seems like something you want to pop yourself over, you know. It can be, just hang on, there we go. Yeah, it can be the actual be all to end all for you. When you're in your 50s, it actually gets better. You keep saying, right, I'm only so many years away from a pension, and I am only 7 years and so many months away from a pension. I'm going to get across this road without getting run over. That way. Alright, so takeaway 1, takeaway 2, so don't overthink your problems. Every step of your life, you get problems. And I'm actually in a pretty good mood right at the moment, because everything seems to be working well tonight. And the next part of steps of 5, or 3, or whatever, you can do a mindfulness technique that I picked up in 1999. Do 2 circles. In the first circle, 2 circles inside each other, one inside the other. Wait a sec, but let's push the button. Right, so draw 2 circles. Come back, camera. Right. In the circle in the middle, put everything you can do something about. And these are things concern you, right? In the circle on the outside, put all the things you can't fix that concern you. You know, there's just life, you just can't deal with the fact that milk now costs $2 more than it did a month ago, kind of thing. Back camera, there we go. That's step 2. It's a really easy psychology thing, that. And just focus on what's in your inner circle and fix that up first. Alright, step 3 for thinking. Get yourself a camera. Right now I am watching traffic speeding by me at 100 mile an hour, which you're probably seeing on the side. I'm about to cross City Road, I think this is called, and I'm having a nightmare trying to control a gimbal with my left hand. The aim at the moment is to get to the other laneway, which has got a big roadway in between. I really want to test out the photos, the custom mode I made. So let's talk about photography. If we can get this light to work, here we go. I have got Kelvin set to I think 4,000 and something, because I want to get the cool night look. Yeah, spin around here, people. Come on. Alright, right hook, and then we got another alley. Welcome to Melbourne, you'll get horns everywhere. Okay. I say okay because you might not hear me. This is actually recording in two places too. I've got Kelvin set to 4,000. I'll bring it up on the screen in a minute. I've got shadows to... I've made an S on the shadow highlight bar. If you know the S shape that people use in Lightroom, I put that into the shadow bar. Camera's going everywhere. Trying to get the moody crime scene looks. Back alley number one. Never used Black Magic camera app before, other than the few seconds last night where I made a video of my cat trying to figure out what I was doing. Let me know if you've used Black Magic, because so far it's given me a world of settings to use. I've put a LUT on here, and by the way, I haven't found that alleyway yet either. I'm just walking, so skip alleyway. We're going to walk down the main drag. It's going to get noisy. So I'm trying to get a style photo that's not pink, because everyone was really giving me a hard time about pink photos the other day. I'm not in the mental state to deal with trolls right now. So I am trying to get a slightly off-shaded, slightly monochrome, God knows what else you could call it. Yeah, it looks a monochrome. You'll see it to the left or right of me. And yeah, it could work. It's very cinematic. So what style of photo do you like? There's my first question for the comments. I personally like dystopia. I like film noir, if you can pronounce that properly. So I like the old detective crime scene, murder mysteries. And I'm in the city to 1 AM tonight, so 1 AM I'm going out to make a second vlog, which you'll see in a few days. Back to overthinking, or underthinking. This is not a bad time if you're not used to actually vlogging with people, because all you got here is smokers and cars. A few cafes. We'll probably stop this one soon anyway, otherwise it's going to go really long. And if you look at JD's video yesterday, 1 hour and 17 minutes. I could easily do that, but that's a flask of coffee, that video, but it was good. I like JD's work. If you haven't seen his channel, his link's in the description. He's another Melbourne photographer. I have a lot of photographers I follow. A few of them make videos. A lot of them make POVs. Getting close to the McDonald's crowd. So really, this video is an experiment in split screen. I can't remember the man's name, but Chris would know him. He's a smartphone photographer, videographer, based in Sweden, with the absolute best voice of anybody I've ever heard on YouTube. And I think he's originally from England. And he showed you can do a 16:9 and a 9:16 using CapCut, using one particular template, and get it to work on YouTube as a 16:9 long form video. That doesn't make sense. It should by now, because that's what you should have been watching for the last 10 minutes. It's given me a chance to film in the preset that I set on the Olympus camera, and then I can sit back later and try and suss it out and see if it was worth it. Where are we now? You tell me, we'll both know. Now, try the zebra crossing, see if I don't get run over. Alston Street. There's a lot of abandoned warehouses down here that are getting turned into apartments. There's the bushwalk, okay. Place that way for a second, you can look at traffic. One of my favourite murals over there. Maybe a little bit dark. We are shooting it 4 hours after sunset, but we are on the main road / 4-lane highway, going underneath the old railway line, which is now a tram line, which is now a freeway, which is now all sorts of things. I'll spin you around to show you this building as well. So it's going to be a long walk and talk video. Hopefully you can understand that. Let's see if we can see that. Community Library Hub. Got to head that way, I think. Right, come back. Head towards the casino, we'll find more people. I'm going to cap this video out around 30 minutes, probably. Maybe 20. Because I really want to test out how to do this CapCut template. CapCut is keep it simple, very simple. DJI and Blackmagic both have apps on my phone that allow me to get the elbow up in here. Alrighty. How's that for instant action? Yeah, so the Blackmagic has an app where you can edit the videos. Come back head. And the DJI Mimo app has an app to edit videos. With the Blackmagic, it actually can be exported from Blackmagic to CapCut, so you can continue on your edit. Which is what I want to try. This little underpass up here always reminds me of the original Rocky Balboa movie. Okay, it's not wet, it's not the back of New York somewhere, and it's actually quite clean for a change. Come through here during COVID and it was drug central. Now it's reasonably respectable. If I can get over there, back and run over. Purgatory. There's some political thing about purgatory. They support or don't support.
He